What's up, guys? Today we're playing the Megaman Legacy Collection. I guess it's 1 and 2. It's a collection. It's been on like every system at this point, but they did finally bring it to the Nintendo Switch. They told us about it, and of course, it's kind of starting the Megaman avalanche, if you will, onto the Nintendo Switch, as well as other systems, as the X Collection is coming out, which I'm really looking forward to because I like Mega Man. I really like Mega Man X, and then of course, Mega Man 11 is also showing up at some point, right? So I did pick it up. I actually got it physically. I don't know why, because they didn't. The second one wasn't even a cart, obviously. It was a game code, because I mentioned I was kind of frustrated with Capcom for that, but they did it anyway, so there you go. They did give me a clean cloth, though. The artwork was cool in it, I guess? I don't know. It wasn't anything fancy. Now, if you've never played the Legacy Collection, it's a cool collection. It has, everything up to like Mega Man 10 at this point. So if you get it, you're getting a lot of Mega Man for the price. It's if you get it digitally, it's $5 cheaper. It's $35. Physically, it's $40, right? So it's more expensive, but you get a lot of stuff for it. So if you're a big Mega Man junkie and you've been wanting to go back and play them before Mega Man 11 comes out, this is the best way to do it. Although, like I said, it's on everything now. So the Switch is probably the best way to play it portably, though, if I had to take a guess, because the screen and everything is solid, obviously. So let's see. You have the games. You can go and you can play any game you want. I'm on. This is Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 that I'm playing right now. This has 7 from the Super Nintendo, 8 from the PS1 and the Saturn days, 9, and then 10, of course. Those are more recent. I actually played those on the 360 when they came out there. But they also went to a lot of other systems too. They do have challenges, which is really cool. I actually like the challenges because what it does is it actually changes things up. Like the stage remix gives you 10 minutes to beat it. It keeps starting you at the beginning, though. You can do that. You can also do boss rush, which you actually unlock after you do more challenges. So they have things that make the game better for veterans, like sub-boss rush, for example, with just the buster, like your buster cannon. That's awesome. So they do a lot of stuff. They have a bunch of filters you can put on if you want. You can make the screen full, original, wide. I made it wide, and it's it doesn't look the best. Why don't we jump into some Mega Man 8 action? Now, this is the one that everybody makes fun of because it has the voice acting that's terrible. But I actually liked Mega Man 8. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good game. This will probably also look the best on your screen, although I guess 9 and 10 will as well, because it was set up. You can also change all the buttons and everything as well, just so you can see what they are. You can select different buttons as you see there, so you can kind of play around with them, make them how you want. Let's go back. I guess 9 and 10 would be good too, right? Because that was based on the 360 and the 360 at the time. They tried to make it look really good. I'm gonna skip that, but that would be your terribly voice acted cutscene. So here we go. Yeah, it looks good. I remember I was playing the other one and it had the scan lines and everything in there too. But yeah, it's Mega Man. You guys know I'm a big Mega Man fan, right? Big Mega Man fan. So I was very happy to see this also come to the Switch, just because if you want portable Mega Man, while you can use laptops and stuff to play the other one, even the GPD Win should be able to play it no problem. Still, it's, you know, the Switch is set up for portable gaming, and I know it's also on 3DS and stuff like that too. But the Switch's screen is just so much better. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. It looks good. This is on my bigger monitor. It looks pretty good on the smaller screen as well, obviously. I like the borders they do too. I really like the borders. I remember so I rented this game way back when on the PS1. Like I said, I was a big Mega Man fan. I liked X the most. X was my game, but I still liked Mega Man. When they came out with 8, I was like, oh, okay, this looks good, because it was on the PS1 at the time. You had on the PS1 you had X and X4, I should say, and then X5 and X6. I think that's really why I'm really excited for the X Collection to come out, because I didn't play anything really past X6. I missed out on X7 and X8. And I know they're kind of the joke ones because people just say they're not really worth checking out, but I think I'd like to at least try them out just to see, you know? At least I just think I'd like to try it. See if it's any good. So I get my little health that I didn't even need. We will need the Mega Ball here, though, coming up on the boss up here. So we'll play this, then we'll also jump over to the first one, and then I'll also give you guys handheld footage of everything like I always do, so you'll be able to see, I guess, how it looks in handheld mode, which it looks fine in handheld mode. I don't really know if people are expecting it not to look good. It's 16-bit, 8-bit games. I guess you could call this kind of 32-bit, I guess, on the PS1. You guys also let me know what your favorite Mega Man game is out of the collection. They have a lot on here to pick from, so I just like, I guess I was a big fan of 7 on the Super Nintendo. That also came out after I had already played X, and I was like, it's kind of a step backwards, because I'm so used to being able to climb up walls and stuff. I'm stuck, okay. I'm so used to being able to climb up walls and everything, so it was such like a step down for me. But I just really liked the look of the game and everything. I just think it was a good looking game. Obviously animations were really nice looking on the Super Nintendo. So it was just an awesome game back then, even after X came out. But I've been hooked on X ever since I played it on the Super Nintendo. And then the PS1 we played X4 and X5. And this was I remember this, and I think X4 had like the cutscenes, and I was like, whoa, that's when it was amazing to have cutscenes on your video game console back then. That was like amazing back then. Okay, I found something more powerful. I also liked when they included bass. One thing I would have liked to see them do is bring, I guess, Mega Man and bass over on this. I know they put it on the Game Boy Advance and everything. I'm just pressing buttons trying to get through. Save. So we'll save this, and we'll also jump over. How about we jump over to... There we go. How about we jump over to the first one? The Legacy Collection 1. This one is the one that you had to download, the second one. You had to download this one even if you bought it physically. The other one I'm actually playing off of the cartridge. So how about we jump over to that one so you can see what that looks like, and then I'll also jump you guys, like I said, over to handheld mode after that. Okay, so here we are with Mega Man Legacy Collection. This is the first one. It looks a little more primitive than that second one, doesn't it? They kind of go with more of the 8-bit style because that's what all the games are. They're an 8-bit style. It does also have amiibo support, as we talked about before, in another news wave. You can do version Mega Man, or you can do Rockman if you want, original or turbo. You can change the language. It supports quite a few languages, actually. I'm going to keep it on English, though, so I know what I'm doing. They also have the same similar stuff as that second one I showed you guys, where they remix levels, which is great. You can fight the Yellow Devil, the Mecha Dragon, Craig's Challenge. Then you also have to complete other challenges to unlock new ones. So they do have a lot of stuff going on here for veteran players as well. Let's jump into Mega Man 2. That's the one that I do like. Actually, they have the museum also. So if you kind of like looking at some of the stuff, they have the box arts and everything, which is really cool to see, by the way. These are like high-definition scans of them. I do kind of wish there was a way to just, yeah, it doesn't look like there is one, just kind of be able to just scroll through them without having to go back and then go back to the next one. I do like being able to see these, like, box art shots. I think it's really cool. And they have wow, they even have what the cartridge looks like. That's neat. Manual. Oh, see if they could build in the whole manual. I don't think they have that. Yeah, the box art, by the way, guys, is hilarious. The first one is the worst. I remember the first one looked terrible. Oh man, did it look bad. So there's our box art. Look how normal Mega Man looks there. It's like an actual gun. Oh man. Ah, that's cool. They have like the pinup posters from the manual. Anyway, let's jump in so you guys can see what, I guess, how it looks. It looks like how you'd expect, right? Now on the PC, I believe they redid a lot of it in Unity, I think. So that's why I need like DirectX 11 on the PC and everything. I guess let's jump right into Metal Man, the one that everybody picks every time, right? Because you get the most broken special ability in Mega Man is Metal Man, because you can throw in all directions and it does a ton of damage and barely uses any energy for doing it. So here we go. We're gonna make our way here, and it's just Mega Man. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to tell you guys something new about what I'm playing right now, but it's Mega Man. It's what I've been playing for a while, but it's good. It's cool to see it, like I said, on the Switch for those who really didn't play a lot of Mega Man, or you're thinking about getting into it, or you just want Mega Man on the go on the Switch. This is it. I do wish Capcom would do a little more with Mega Man, but at least they're doing Mega Man 11, I guess. So that's something. They even have the blinking from the NES also, where you have like so many sprites on screen, you start blinking. That's funny. Yeah, I would like to see them do a little more, I guess, with Mega Man, but at least they're doing 11. I just would like to see them do something with the, I guess, X, maybe like an X9 or something. I don't know. I mean, this is a good value for $35 if you get them digitally. I mean, it's tough to argue with that. You get 10 games, you know, and they're all, for the most part, not every Mega Man game is great, but they're all good, solid platforming, you know, games. But they're the same games we've been playing for a long time, right? This isn't like breaking the mold or doing anything new. But I'm just a sucker. I'm just a sucker for Mega Man. What can I say? I like playing Mega Man. And finding the games on the actual NES, they're pretty expensive now, so it's nice to have this option. Mega Man 8's actually pretty cheap for remember. Mega Man 7 is good luck. Mega Man 7 on the Super Nintendo is obscenely expensive, and so is X3 and X2 and everything. They're just so expensive. Seriously, it's a whole thing to get into that. But it plays great. I'm playing with Pro Controller. Plays fine. Nothing crazy going on. Oh, he got me. A lot of times you can actually beat him without getting hit if you're careful enough, but he takes so much damage and he gives you like the best weapon in the game. Got him. So we're gonna finish up with this, and then I'll use the most broken weapon in the game to play through a little further and give you guys some handheld footage. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed this look at the Mega Man Legacy Collection for 1 and 2. It's out now on the Nintendo Switch. It's pretty much out on everything else, so if you've been missing out on this game on other platforms, it's worth a pickup. It's a good game, but you could also kind of see which one you want, considering the first Legacy Collection has 1 through 6, and the second one has 7, 8, 9, and 10, so if you really just want 7, 8, 9, and 10, you can just pick up the second one. Vice versa for that first one if you just want all the NES style nostalgia. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.